the new Red Green Show! And now, here's the man who casts a giant shadow, especially after he's had a large lunch. Your hero, my Uncle Red Green!
Got something for you. How you doing? Thank you very much. I'm glad you could join us here because I got kind of a special presentation. Harold, come on over here. I got something to give you.
Not another wedgie.
Come on, Harold. Come on over here. You know, this may surprise you folks, but I'm not really so good at giving the gifts, and I often forget, you know, birthdays, graduations, weddings.
Christmas.
Yeah. You know, but Harold here has just recently gotten his driver's license, and I think that deserves a little celebration. So, Harold, this is for you.
Wow, a bottle opener! Oh, that is so great!
No.
Hey, bottle.
Harold. Those are car keys. I got your car, Harold. I bought it from Buster Hatfield. There's the ownership right there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I don't know if I really want or need a car, but thank you. I appreciate that's generous. That really is.
Yeah.
Boy, it's $1,975. Is that how much it cost?
No, that's the year.
Classic.
What you're looking at here is a bunch of segments from this particular show. The main message being, for gosh sakes, don't even think about changing the channel. I'll tell you something, if you're gonna try and make sense out of this program, you gotta give it your undivided attention. Well, all right, maybe the car's not in perfect shape, but don't worry, Harold, we'll get her certified.
The previous owner should be certified. A gas tank should not be held up by rope.
Harold, that is a classic piece of Detroit iron you're looking at there. Look at the quality, look at the craftsmanship. Don't know why they stopped making Pintos.
Interesting color, though, isn't it? You know, actually, it's a mix of colors, isn't it? What would you call that? Plaid?
No, those are all original colors, Harold. It just looks like a quilt because the doors and fenders are all off of different cars. But you know, when you go to paint that, I would recommend using the spray can because that much rust will only clog a roller.
Uncle Red, okay, I don't want to hurt your feelings or nothing because I really appreciate the thought, but I really don't want a car.
What are you talking about, Harold? You gotta have a car to be a man. Real men have cars. Look at those guys on TV, you know, Knight Rider, Smokey and the Bandit, the Dukes of Hazzard, Columbo. Hey? Those are guys with cars. You know who doesn't have a car? Hey? Mr. Rogers. Is that what you want to be like?
Oh, no.
Just imagine how his image would be different if he had a car. Picture Mr. Rogers in a fully blown Corvette peeling rubber up and down Sesame Street. Huh? A little sweater on. Can you say wheelie?
Cars don't prove you're a man. That's ridiculous.
Oh, come on, Harold. You gotta have a car to be a man. You're gonna need a whole fleet.
Okay, all right, for example, yourself, okay, you got the Possum van, right? It's slow, the tires are bald, it fills up with exhaust. No, your point's right. Okay, no, you're right.
Okay, here's the real point. Women love guys in cars. You want a car?
I want a car, yeah.
Come on, let's get a car.
Car, good.
Come on.
They like them?
Well, this week on Adventures with Bill, we got the two boys went out there, and there's nothing, I'll tell you, nothing like a dinner around the old campfire. Bill cooked up a fair whack of beans there, didn't he, Harold? Supposed to be the pork and beans, I guess. Luckily, he has the eating utensils inside his coveralls. That's handy. Keeps them clean, I guess. And chow down, guys. Oh, man. Oh, no. No, we don't need to see that. All right. Don't look, Harold. Better to eat with Bill in the dark. I'm not sure Bill had... Wow. Oh, you clean those up in a hurry. Hey. Well, why don't you just have a few more beans, Bill? Uh-oh. I think what the mode Harold's in is the ghost of Christmas yet to be. Don't worry. I think Bill's got a few more beans to eat yet. You don't want those, do you, Harold? Stay tuned, folks. You remember 3 Mile Island? You ever notice men always enjoy doing 2 things at once? Working and playing, eating and talking, marriage and dating? Maybe it's because they don't usually do one thing real well. Well, this week on Handyman Corner, we're going to combine 2 things that men love. Cars and sports bars. That's right. We're going to make a sports car bar. Well, not a sports car bar, more of a sports car bar. Sports bar, car, a thing. All right, now what you're going to do is you're going to get yourself a bunch of television sets. I would recommend that you go down to a TV repair shop near an old folks' home, because they get dropped in there and they get fixed and then they're never claimed. I'm talking about the TV sets. Now, these sets are going to become the screens for our sports bar, but I'll tell you what, the key component here is the cable hookup. You really can't run a half-decent sports bar if you only have 1 channel, and it's the weather network. All right, now I have already stripped the end of this extension cord accidentally on another project I was working on, and incidentally, aluminum does conduct electricity, if anybody else was thinking of making an electric ladder. Okay, now what I need here is I need one of these clips off a jumper cable, to use for my cable hookup, and this extension cord can help me with that. Now, I got the other end of this plugged into 220 volts. It was a completely different size plug, so I just sledged her in there. You know, a true handyman is resourceful. And there's our cable hookup. Now, all I have to do is get near a building with cable and hook up. Oh, I know what you're thinking. How am I going to get close to a building with cable? Or, will that work? Or, is this show still on the air? Well, of course, the answer is, I'm not just making a normal sports bar here. I'm making a mobile, portable, roadworthy sports bar. Huh? All I have to do, stack my TV sets so they can be viewed from each of the passenger seats. And I'll tell you, in the station wagon, you get that kind of space and flexibility. It hasn't gone real, yes, it hasn't gone real well, but I'll tell you something. A true handyman does not quit. Partly because he's determined, and mainly because he's just too embarrassed to tell people what went wrong, especially if those people are his wife. So what I have here is a great theory that just doesn't work in practice. And whenever I have a theory that doesn't work in practice, it's because I'm not thinking big enough. Stay tuned and relax. Whatever this is, we got a lot more of it. Well, this is pretty exciting. Got Harold's car all painted up. Love that fluorescent orange. I'll tell you, when you park it under the trees there and the light comes down kind of dappled through the leaves there, you can hardly see the lumps in her. You know? So Harold's just getting ready to go cruising the main drag. Today, Harold is a man, or as close as he's ever going to get, I think.
Uncle Red! Battery's dead.
Did you push the gas pedal all the way to the floor the way I told you, Harold?
Yeah. Well, at least to the point where the floor would have been if it hadn't rusted through.
Twice?
Yeah, I did it twice. I pumped it twice. Yeah.
No, not pump it, Harold. I didn't say pump it. I said put the gas pedal to the floor.
That's what I did. I did that. There was no pumping. All
right. Did you turn the key on the way I told you? On, then off, then a beat. Then on, then off, then on, then off, then on fast.
Yes, that's what I did.
What about the red wire hangs under the dashboard? You short that out onto the steering column?
Yeah, I did that. Battery didn't work. Radio blew up and a windshield wiper shot off. Battery's dead.
All right, I'll give you a push. You smell paint, Harold?
Yeah. I think someone left a can of paint on my front seat and I sat on it. Leave a stain at all?
No, you're fine.
I'm okay.
Yeah, you're fine. Looks
I don't
good.
want to look stupid.
No, I can't see a thing. how life unfolds by chance. How boy meets girl and then it starts with a word and a furtive glance. How a meeting that should have gone nowhere can lead to a torrid romance. How a comment and a motel key can remind you where you left your pants. Well, I think we're on the right track now. A sports bar that stopped at all the railway crossings. Lots of room, plenty of seats. We could run the TV sets across the front there, and the driver can even watch while we're going along. You know, I actually rode in this school bus once. I rode in a lot of school buses once. There's a lesson to you young people right there. Bus drivers can kick you off. Oh boy, you see a problem here? How are the people at the back going to be able to see over the heads of the people sitting in front of them? Now, we could slope the floor by flattening the front tires, but I got a better idea. Remember when you were in school, you always tried to raise the roof of the school bus? Well, I'm going to do it for real. We'll take the torch, make a nice cut up each side and across the front, and then just peel her back like a sardine can. My gosh, I'll tell you, that gum under the seats can really burn. But she's coming together, isn't she? All I gotta do now is peel the roof up, put a platform across the top there, pile the TVs up on top, lay the roof back down, and I'll be cable ready. Oh. And it's just that easy. Now me and 60 of my friends, or better yet, people with money, can go anywhere and watch any sport. So remember, if the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a very important sporting event to watch. Oh, man. Game over. All right, meanwhile, back at the Bean Fest, the boys had finished eating all the beans. I think Harold had 2, and Bill had about, 7 pounds. They're just trying to get the campfire out. A little bit of overkill there with the fire extinguisher and so on. Bill, you all right? Everybody okay in there? Are you guys still in there? Yeah. And the campfire's still going. So the thing with the fire extinguisher, there's always room for operator error in everything we do around the lodge. I put some dirt on the campfire. This is a good lesson for you kids. Don't ever walk away from a smoldering campfire. Put the dirt on it, put water on it. If you have a CO2 extinguisher or something, stick your end of your rake like Harold does in there. Iwo Jima kind of a look to it, but it's still going. Still going, so, you know, it's got to be out, dead out. And got the pop in the pants there, and what are you going to do here, boys? Have a little, no. Oh, I see. Superman's fire extinguisher. Put the pop on there. At this point, it just becomes a bit of a chemical experiment. They've put H2O on there, they put CO2, and now they put CO, which I think is, and now, and now they'll put Bill's butt on there, and by golly, that kills just about everything, including the campfire. Unfortunately, he now has fire inside his pants, which hasn't really happened in quite a while with Bill. But one thing, if there's anything at all that you can learn from this, kids, at home, by watching this adventure with Bill, and that thing that you'll learn is that methane is explosive. You know, the really sad thing here is that Bill will find this funny till the day he dies, which may be sooner than he's planned. Here's some fans from Grantsburg, Wisconsin. Came all the way to Possum Lodge on a school bus. You know, you buy a person a gift, you don't really expect anything in return, you know. Well, I guess a little gratitude might be nice once in a while, you know. But you sure don't expect complaints, do you?
I was not complaining. I'm just a concerned car owner.
Harold, you do not take a 25-year-old car to an engine diagnostic center, all right?
No, don't now, even because I'm concerned about the environment. I want to make sure it's up to standards, you know. What, are you going to tell me you didn't notice all that blue exhaust in the back seat? You couldn't even see out the rearview mirror. Couldn't.
All right. She burns a little oil.
Little oil? Smells like Kuwait. ran a while. Gaskets all leaked. There's no emissions control systems on the carburetor at all. Jeez, they looked it up in the pollution index. It's higher than a sulfur plant.
Harold, you know, you got this way out of proportion here. You're only going to drive about 100 miles a year, okay? The Earth's a big planet. It'll bounce back, Harold.
No, it's not, you know, it's not just, the smell, the smoke, and the stink. It's like expensive, the upkeep, the insurance.
Insurance? Boy, you are a wimp, aren't you?
It's illegal to drive without insurance, Uncle Red. What if I got in an accident?
You just carry a cell phone, Harold. When you think you're going to hit something, call your agent and put the coverage on. Come on. Well, you've come to the end of a very busy day.
You're both rolling into bed. She's giving you the eye, and you're thinking...
Boy, it's been a hectic day there, and I'll tell you, as soon as my head hits the pillow, I'm going to be out like a light.
What?
No, but sometimes you just want to go to sleep, so you got to figure out what to say to her in a situation like this.
Whoa, time out!
Well, you could say that.
No, Redman, major time out. Can we talk just... Sorry, am I misreading the situation here, man?
Well, no, I'm sorry. Have you ever gone to bed just to...
What? No, man, she's giving you the eye. All the signals are there.
Yeah, but it's been a busy day, all right? You know, you're both going to be there in the morning. You know, you're tired.
Yeah, but you're never too tired for this, man. I mean, come on. I mean, I never have been. I mean, this is totally beyond my comprehension. I have nothing to add to this topic of conversation. I'm out of it.
All right, fine. Well, it's a delicate matter. I'll handle it on my own, all right?
Because, like, you're the voice of experience?
Pardon me?
This has happened to you, this let's just go to bed and sleep thing?
All right, so you can say, okay, it's been a busy day, but don't go to sleep just yet. It's about to get a little bit busier.
That's my boy!
What's another 3 minutes?
It's mail call! Hey, mail! Imagine if you did that when you were calling mail. You had to do that. Here's the letter. It's from a lady in Alberta. Oh, and she writes, Dear Red, I think I was the first woman you ever fell in love with. Do you remember me?
Well, I think that's a bit of a trick. That's got to be my wife, Bernice.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's got to be. It's got to be, yeah.
No, she sent along a picture of you and her cuddling up pretty good.
Let me see that. Well, it's got to be some kind of a trick photo here, Bernice.
No, it's you and some blonde.
What?
Yeah.
Well, I have no idea who that is.
Okay, I'll give you a hint.
Yeah.
Her name starts with the letter M.
Bernice, I have no idea who this is at all. The letter M means I kept... All right, it was Maureen Wilson. All right.
Said it. Let him say it.
Bernice, I told you about her. It's no big deal. You know, I dated her a couple of times, that's all. All she had going for her was her looks, you know. You know, she didn't have your personality. I mean that as a good thing. Anyway, Bernice, look, I went out with her, but I married you, all right?
M's not for Marine.
What?
It's for Mom. It's a picture of you and your mom when you were a baby.
That's nice work.
That's great.
That's a good one, eh, Bernice? I knew. Well, Bernice, if you're watching, you know, I can explain everything here.
Wrong on both counts, Uncle Red. Huh? You cannot explain, and Aunt Bernice isn't watching.
Why?
We taped the show. She can't see it for like another 2 weeks yet.
Oh, excellent. I got 2 weeks to come up with an explanation on this one here.
Oh, yeah, you're lucky you do.
What?
Okay, you know what you should do?
What?
Oh, okay,
What?
I'll help you here.
What?
You take her out to dinner
Yeah.
so she misses the airing of this show. Yeah, you go
Yeah.
like dinner and dancing, then
Yeah.
out to a late movie, and
Yeah.
there's no way she could see the show.
Right, that's right. Well, wait a minute. What about the reruns?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell you when the reruns are on, and then you just take her out those nights too.
Yeah.
Yeah?
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna go phone Bernice right now before she like invites friends over or something. Okay?
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
All right,
Good idea.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's safe now. Good idea, Aunt Bernice. Way to go. Most women would have just nagged their husbands till they took them out more. Not you. Woo.
Well, looks like I'm getting the car back from Harold, but that's okay. Heck, if everybody returned their gifts to me, I'd buy them better stuff. And you know, a car is not just a car. It's a heater, it's a water pump, it's a storage shed, it's a home entertainment unit. At the very least, it's a lawn ornament.
Uncle Red, Uncle Red. Oh, here's your bottle opener back. That's all that's left of the car.
What are you talking about, Harold?
Well, I took it over to Flinty McClintock's, and he crushed it. It was so cool.
You got the car crushed?
Well, yeah, it was a major polluter. I was only thinking of the world. You know, I took it over to Flinty's, you know, and he could just crush it right down in a little tiny cube, you know, because it was easier to scrap it than it was to pay to have it fixed, you know, little tiny cube. He was going to use one of those magnets to pick it up, but there wasn't enough metal in the car to hold it.
You know, Harold, I tried with you, but I mean, I can only do so much, you know? When I got you the car, you know, I tried to make you a man, but I think you're programmed to be a goof your whole life. And whatever I do to try to make you a man, there's just too much of a challenge there.
Oh, that reminds me. Can I borrow the Possum van?
Yeah, I guess so, Harold, but, you know, that's not you, you know, that's me. You're just driving around in my reflected manliness.
Well, as long as your reflected manliness has gas in it, I don't care. I got a date.
What?
Yeah. When I took the car to Flinty's, you know, he's got his little girl works there, Susie, right? And she said, "Oh, that's so cool that you're doing that, you know, save the environment, crushing your car." I went, "Oh, yeah." You know, she said, "We should get together sometime." And I thought, "Oh, yeah." You know? We didn't actually pick a specific date or anything, so I'm just going to go park out in front of her house and wait. Meeting time.
Yeah, you go ahead, Harold. I'll be down in a minute.
Okay. Thanks, but you know me. I'm going. I'm out of here. The babes are waiting.
My wife is watching. I'll be coming straight home after the meeting. Well, maybe I won't. I can't really leave till Harold comes back with the Possum van. He's not coming back until he gets a date, so we could be looking at a couple of years here. Or I could walk home, but again, that's not manly. And to the rest of you, thanks for watching. On behalf of myself and whoever that was, and the whole gang up here at Possum Lodge, keep your stick on the ice. Everybody stand up. Get up. Harold's gone. He's not coming to me. Okay, here we go. Quando, the sports on his okay. Now, you probably heard the promotion over at the park today. We're having a game of sunfish baseball. For those who don't know what that is, it's just like baseball, except you use a sunfish. And they now have an official ruling on that big hit by Moose Thompson. It's been ruled as a homer, a grounder, and a foul ball, and sushi. So...